Hi David, Tech and more. Today I have something very special, and I know a lot of people they're probably gonna ask me, is this a sponsored video? Kind of is, kind of isn't. I want to give one big quick shout out to UB for letting us go to the solar farm. If you don't know what you probably know what UB is. I don't have to go into it. For letting us go look at their solar panels. I know everyone is probably like asking me to do a video on how to remove the fan on the AMD Ryzen 2600 cooler. This is what comes with your AMD Ryzen 2600. That's the box right there. It's a Ryzen 5 2600 processor this cooler comes with. Take it off. Let's take it off here. This is a cooler right here. It's a wraith stealth cooler for your AMD Ryzen AM4 socket. First thing you want to do is flip it over here. So when you look, you think you can just pop this right off. But my first mistake is like behind this AMD logo right here, this AMD logo, there's two screws down in there. And you want to get those screws out before you remove it. That was my first mistake on my first cooler I didn't realize about. If you want to look at my system, you can look at it while I'm doing this. Let's go over the specs in that system. Ryzen 5 2600, AMD Wraith Stealth cooler. Wraith Stealth cooler with RGB lights. 1 terabyte hard drive. RX 480. Oh no, RX 580. A Thermaltake 600 watt power supply with a 1 terabyte Western Digital Blue hard drive and a SSD. 250 gig. No, is it a 250 gig? Wait, I forgot what kind. It was a Samsung Evo SSD in there. I forgot how many gigabytes it is. Leave in the comments. I want to see how many you guess it right. I want to see how many you guess it right. Guess how many gigs is my SSD. I want to see how many you can get right. So once you remove those two screws, you should be able to pull this off. It will take a little strength because this is brand new. This is brand new cooler. Really, it's a brand new cooler. It's a Ryzen. This is for the Ryzen 5 2600 cooler. Everyone is probably asking. You can see the 4 clips that holds on to the fan. Set that to the side. That's not our main concern right now. Our main concern is taking the fan unit off.
And so why are you taking it off?
You need the 4 screws to take it off. You need to remove 4 screws. If you're wondering what kind of card is on top of the machine, if you're wondering what kind of card that is, it's the RX 480 reference style. I have another RX 480, but it's not AMD, it's Gigabyte. But this is all AMD themed YouTube video. You probably in one Intel thing. Intel Core i5 6500, I think.
So why should people be concerned about taking this apart?
Because you want it to clean it once every few months, not even. I haven't cleaned this in a while. This is a brand new fan, and this came with a different heatsink, but I decided to put this one on. And you want to do this for a reason. And I want to tell you something about the CPU in here, the cooler in there. The RGB was not changing, and that's the reason why it was acting up and stuff like that. Okay, once you remove those 4 screws, you should be able to take off the fan. You want to keep the fan screws organized from the housing screws for the fan, and this is how you can put together. If you're wondering what's inside your AMD wraith cooler, okay, fan unit is here. That's the fan unit. It's a PWM fan unit. Fan housing and a heatsink. This heatsink is pretty beefy. It has a copper plate on the bottom here. And the case screws to hold in the fan. You can actually just snap this back in if you wanted to. Just have the fan unit like that. Or would you like, I would like to have it all put back together. And let's show you how to put it back together. It's really pretty straightforward. We're going to show you on the next video how to put back together the AMD Ryzen wraith cooler. And actually, before we go, now, yeah, I want to show you something really cool here. You can change the RGB on the power supply here. Show you. Look down here. I'm pressing this little RGB. It's a smart RGB 600 watt power supply. Let's turn off the lights for you and show you what it looks like in the dark. I'm gonna show you what it looks like in the dark. Well, I haven't seen my computer in the dark yet. I just built this over the break. I didn't do it by myself. I want to give a big shout out to Brian for helping me to build this. But you're not going to see me for a little bit. But 3, 2, 1, shut it off. Shut. And thanks for watching, and see you in part 2 on how to reassemble the AMD wraith cooler. Peace out.